Working?
At least you're live.
Hallelujah.
Hello.
I can't believe refreshing the screen worked. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that.
We had no picture.
We had no Wi-Fi connection.
What are you going to do?
Happy
You need to put the
spring.
screen down a little bit.
March 21st.
Excuse me, Dina.
Sure. We didn't
No, I think when we were doing it, we pushed it back.
Okay. Should I open up the...
What? Open up what?
Hi, everyone. Sorry. We're just trying to... Is this as big as it gets? Yeah, I think we are. Okay.
Yeah,
how's
unless
everyone
you take
doing?
the chat off.
No.
Is Amy there? Is Amy on today?
Would somebody like to be a moderator?
I know usually Amy does it.
Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you, YouTubers. Yes.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Nori. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for joining us. Hello from Buffalo. It's so nice to be here. Spring has sprung. It's March 21st. Happy spring, everyone.
Yes.
Both Pam and I are in our teas, and we didn't even plan this.
I know.
It's all about the teas.
All about the teas. Hello from Michigan. Hello from Puerto Vallarta. Ooh,
oh, my goodness.
Nice.
Lovely. North Sweden. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us. This is so great.
I hope everyone's week is starting off well.
Shayla. Happy Monday. Oh, my God. Central BC, British Columbia, Canada. Darlene, do you know that we ship to Canada now?
There you go.
Talk about big news. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Ontario, Mexico. Oh, my goodness. We're getting you from all over. Thank you for joining us. Well, like we said, it's March 21st.
Correct.
I'm Dina.
I'm Pam.
You can find me at The Knitting Place on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook.
I'm Pam Sapp on Instagram and Ravelry. And Pam Sapiens on Facebook.
What's our week in review? What happened?
What does it mean? What happened since last week?
Yeah, like what have we done? I'm trying to think. All the things that we've covered.
An average. I'm trying to think if anything special happened.
We had a nice Instagram live with Kimberly.
We did on Thursday. Yeah.
We covered the lovely tea again.
Yep.
That top right over there. We've been moving right along with our giveaways for 10,000 viewers on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we say? We've been putting together some lovely kits, as always.
What else is new?
What else is new? And I'm excited. I'm going to visit Sophie this weekend.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice weekend.
Yes, the whole family's going. It's family weekend up in Michigan.
Nice.
So I'm headed there. If I have some free time, maybe I'll try and hit Woolly & Co. this time.
That would be lovely.
Yeah,
I'll
try and go visit
How far?
Aviva.
Well, we looked that up about how far. It was like a half an hour.
It was a half hour to 40 minutes. The
Yeah.
problem is it's such a short period of. I think the kids will kill me if I leave, but I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know about that, Diana. I think they can entertain themselves. It depends how long you spend there. I mean, if you're not going to go and spend like 4 hours. I know. Well, you know what you should really do? I mean, I don't know. A lot of times kids, they're not as early risers. I know you're away, but you could always go early. Find out what time she opens. And
well, you know what it is? These family weekends, the restaurants, you have to put your name on the list, right. Breakfast. It's just such a...
I know.
It's such a McGill.
And you're a group, so it's going to be more difficult because you're more people. So but it's fun.
It is fun.
Better doing it than not doing it. You miss those days when you don't have them anymore, right?
Right. I'm happy that everyone's going to be there, so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice knit in public on Saturday. We kind of knit at the bakery. That was fun.
That was fun.
Do you guys knit in public? That's an interesting question. What are we doing for Knit in Public Day?
I don't know.
There's Knit in Public Day and there's LYS Day. Do you guys like to celebrate those occasions?
How close are they to each other? I don't know when they are.
LYS Day is in April, if I'm not mistaken.
And when's Knit in Public Day?
I think that's in June.
Oh, then you have time.
Yeah.
You have time. You have time.
And do you have M in Sweet 16? I'm not sure I understand that.
Maybe not supposed to.
Oh, okay. Well, what else? Have you been knitting?
Yes and no. Not really. I haven't done a lot. I've done, if you look at my progress from last week, it's almost nothing. But
oh my God, that's what we have to report.
What?
The big rips, you and I.
Oh yeah,
and making up.
Yeah, that
lost time.
That was the thing.
Oh my goodness.
That was the thing. Who doesn't rip? We all rip, right?
I'm the queen of ripping.
Just have to go with the flow. And
yeah, I had a big snafu, and I thank you all for all the encouraging comments and advice. I definitely advise our clients anyway, when people come in, if there's a big mistake in their knitting, we always suggest,
right,
if you can't live with it, take it out.
Well, that's the whole thing. Yeah, it depends what your tolerance for the mistake is. If it's going to bother you. Dina called me and she told me what happened. She said, what should I do? And I said, well, of course, knowing Dina,
but you couldn't notice anything.
It wasn't the point. It wasn't whether I could notice. It's not whether because you got to remember, when you're wearing it, probably nobody is going to notice it, but you're going to notice it.
Right.
And I know that because it was a test knit, you would look at it and you'd always look at yours and you'd look at the other test knitters and you'd be annoyed that it wasn't right. So, I mean, biting the bullet is spending the extra few days to fix it, versus if you finish the thing the way it is, you're never going to take it out to finish it. You just won't wear it, is what's going to happen.
Well, I feel like I'm letting the designer down when I fail at the project. Like if I fail following the instructions, what kind of a test knit is it?
That's crazy. That's
even
silly.
Though
that's
she
silly.
Was gracious and she gave me a pass and she said, you know what, you can make up the numbers, you could definitely do it. But again,
that would still bother me. Making up the numbers.
I'll tell you what bothered me. Because of the yoke, it's diamonds, and as
yes.
The diamonds. I was cutting the motif, and I'm not a diamond.
You didn't
cutter.
Complete the diamonds.
No,
I
couldn't.
She cut it off too soon.
I couldn't cut the diamonds. So
yeah, but then I think what put you over the edge was the comment from one of the. On the Instagram post where she said that when you were doing the mallow cowl, you ripped all the way down for one stitch that was wrong. True. So they said, knowing that, they thought that you should rip it. And I said, bingo.
But that one stitch was noticeable, where this one
you think this was less noticeable than that stitch?
Yes.
You think someone would have seen that stitch on the mallow cowl?
Maybe I would have seen it.
Well, exactly. And you would see the diamond. That's what I was saying to you.
I was trying to get out of it. I was trying to get out of it.
Trying to convince yourself that you wouldn't be bothered by it.
Yeah. Didn't happen. Anyway.
But long story short, now fast forward, you've made up the...
Oh, yeah.
You've moved ahead.
Yeah, I moved on.
Yeah. So now, aren't you happy you did it?
Yes. Yeah. It was very painful.
It is. That's what I said to Dan. You got to put it down for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And walk away from it.
I did.
And then you'll come back with a fresher perspective on it, because you're too attached at that point. You just spent hours knitting.
Well, what it was is that I allocated a certain amount of time a day to knit.
Right. Well, it
might have taken It might have taken me a week. I probably could have knit more per day.
Right.
Which is what I had to do to make up for what I lost.
Right.
But I still don't think I'll make the deadline. We'll see.
That's fine. But at least it'll be a top that you'll wear.
For sure.
Exactly.
And you all know about it now.
So you had to fix it, right?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't fix it, they would still all know about it.
I probably would have shared.
I
would have shared. I'm not one to hide the truth. No, that's for sure.
So there's nothing wrong with fixing your mistake. Whichever, you know what, there's neither one is wrong. If you decide that it's fine with you,
absolutely,
and that's it, then that's fine.
It's what fine. You. This was a great expression that Natasja always writes in the test group. You are the boss of your knitting.
That's correct.
You're in charge. So if it's something that you can personally live with, then go for it. And there was definitely a way that I could have continued. I just wasn't comfortable.
Yeah. If you were going to start going through all those machinations to fix it, adding stitches and all that, then you might as well just rip it out.
And there was no guarantee that the fit would have been okay.
It would be the same. Yeah.
So
my kids used to say that. You're not the boss of me. I said, what does that mean? You're not the boss of me. It's like not correct English. What is it? You're not the boss of me.
They're they can make their own decisions.
Correct.
Oh, I heard that.
I know. I think that was from our kids' generation.
Ringing in my ears.
The thing the kids say now all the time is they'll say something. I'll say something, like I'll say to Dina, or you'll say to me, I had to rip my sweater. Say it to me. I had to rip my sweater out last week. Say that to me.
I had to rip my sweater out last week.
Same. That's what they all say. Same.
It's not the
like,
same.
No, but everything. Like the kids will say, "Oh, I forgot to do page such and such in my homework." Same. They all
like,
do
instead
that.
of saying ditto.
Yes, same. Like say me too. I did that too. Same. And even the kids, like my own kids now. I was talking to Emily,
heard that with my kids.
and someone I said something. They said same. I said, now you sound like one of the 10-year-olds at school.
That's too funny. Too funny.
That is funny. But anyway, so what happened to me was I had a mistake, but not as dramatic as Dina's. And mine was not a choice as to whether or not I should rip or not. I was doing the Peacock.
You had to rip.
I had to rip. I was doing the Peacock tee. I finished the lace, and I had some raglan increases in stockinette before I broke for the sleeves. And I broke for the sleeves. I'm so proud. Let me finish this row and get it done. And as soon as I did that, I looked down and I did my raglan increases at the beginning of round marker, as well as the 4 raglan points. So I didn't have a choice.
So you had like a 5.
I had a raglan. I had something in my it's in the back. So my raglan, I had a raglan going down my back.
And could that design detail that you could have lived with?
An ugly one. Yeah, it could have been. So that meant taking it out. And then of course I had to reposition. I had to make sure I had my markers in the right spot because I had to go all the way down to the end of the lace pattern. So that took me, I think I realized that Tuesday night. And that took a day. It took a good day to fix it. But then you kind of lose your mojo.
Which is what
I lost my mojo.
I had asked people on Instagram, like, what is it that you fear most about ripping out?
Right.
And you know me. Well, we often say, okay, that's going into a timeout.
Mm-hmm. And
I was so afraid that my project would go into timeout because I knew that I wasn't making the deadline.
Right. Well, that's the other thing she said to me. She said, I have a feeling if I don't make deadline, this project isn't going to finish.
Right. And that deadline really works for me. I don't know why.
Well, but I think that's a lot of people that way. You know, if you have a deadline, it's coming up, you're going to work hard to finish it.
But more so than why doesn't it work for a knit along?
What kind of knit along?
Any knit along.
What one didn't you finish?
Winter's Beach.
Well, that was different because you
morning
were doing
rituals. Where should I go on?
Well, those two. That's true. It didn't. But that's because you weren't nobody. But see, nobody else was. You know, I think it is with the test knitting. You feel like they're depending on you. No one's depending on you to finish your Winter's Beach necessarily.
Right, but I still feel like such a disappointment.
Well, you should
something that we're representing.
It's only knitting. It's only knitting. But I can understand.
So that's my biggest fear. Can anyone relate to that?
Oh, I'm sure they can. I'm sure they can.
A timeout, not even dealing with it.
Remember the mistake I had in my Like a Cloud? I went out of pattern on one of the last arm I did. Right. I'm not fixing that.
You're not fixing it.
I still have left the tail hanging that I haven't woven in. Every time I put it on,
that you might
I say, I'm not
get over it.
I'm fixing it now. That would be a nightmare now to take out with the mohair in it.
Oh my God. I'm deadline driven as well. It's so good when there's a deadline in place, Shayla. Mm-hmm. Totally. If you're not loving it, put it down. I've lost interest in Find Your Fade. Well,
which is Find Your Fade.
Find Your Fade.
You can never keep them straight. Is that the big one?
I think that was my big one.
Well, that I could understand.
There's Free Your Fade is the one small with 3 skeins, right? Find Your Fade is the one I think that was a knit along. Mm-hmm. No, was it
which is the one that was a rectangle that you sewed the triangles together?
That's Hohe's.
Oh, that's totally different. What's the name of that one?
Oh goodness. I have to look it up.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. So What the Fade I think was a mystery knit along.
Oh, I'm so
or maybe
confused.
It wasn't.
I don't know. I don't think
maybe
so.
It wasn't. She doesn't do mysteries.
She doesn't do mysteries.
No, mystery was Hohe.
Yes.
But then there was What the Fade. It was all about the marled, like the melting, the color melt.
Yeah.
But I feel you. Too many times. A starting point. Thank you, Susie. That was a great one. There it is.
Yeah,
starting point. That was my
fun one.
favorite.
Yeah.
That was, oh my God, so good. I remember that. Okay. I wish I had done the What the Fade. I like the shape better.
Well, that's, there's nothing wrong now. That being said, would you ever frog what you've done and go to the other pattern? Because
you have 3 skeins already.
There are times when that happens.
And one of the colors, I think the first one, we sold a mini, if I'm not mistaken, because it was only 90 yards.
So.
You don't have to invest
I remember that.
in a whole bunch. So anyway, okay. So those are our tales and woes of ripping and knitting. We're all about the frog.
There you go.
Okay, what are you wearing?
I am wearing my
What's that?
It's a thing. I have to cut it off.
Okay.
I am wearing my V-back tee.
And I love it. It's a
I'm
perfect
wearing
day
the
for
V
it.
in the front and the.
Hold on. Can I move your coffee for a moment?
Yeah. And I'm wearing, it's a rounded back. I could wear it the other way too.
I don't know that they can see it, but it's reversible.
It's reversible and it fades. You can see. You see the fade? There you go.
Did you use the 5-color fade?
I did. I used the 5-color fade with 3 colors. I only did 3 colors because you can see color 1, color 2, color 3, and then back.
4.
Color 2 was 4 and color 1 was down at the bottom. So I did 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Right?
Yes. Beautiful. It's like an hourglass.
Correct. And I used a combination of Suburban Stitches sock with Asylum Fiber sock.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and I think the reason the fade worked doing it that way was because they were close in color.
Mm-hmm.
They were close fade. I like wearing the V to the front because you get this look to it in the front.
I agree. It's
whereas when
flattering.
You wear it the other way, it's going more horizontal.
I don't think I've ever worn it actually the other way around.
Right. So I like wearing this way, and it was a fun knit. It kept you intrigued because you were changing color, and her directions are very specific.
As well, was it short rows that we
kept turning
they were
back short, and that's what does it down here too, the short
Mm-hmm.
rows and up on top, and it was fun. I mean, row gauge for this was important because she was,
depth.
Because she would say, do so many rows and then transition, and she did the transition a little differently too. She didn't just go from color 1 to color 2 alternating. She brought the other color in too. Into the she'd go from color 1 to color 2, and then she might go to color 3 back to color 1. So she really transitioned it. But the colors on mine are just, they're pretty
close.
They're a nice fade. They just worked out well.
Very well. Mm-hmm.
And Dina's is behind me. Dina's is the that one right there.
Yeah. I used 3 colors with the 4-color fade.
Correct.
So I have my 1, my 2, my 3, and then I ended with 1.
1, right. And you can do whatever you want.
Right. And there's also a 3-color fade. So you can actually, based on yardage, so if you're buying yardage and you're using 3 colors and a 5-color fade, you'd have to add the different color placements for yardage. And if you're just using 3, feed the pattern and it'll give you the specifics.
Kimberly McAlinden, when she did hers.
Didn't she do 1 color?
She did 1 color. Yeah. And that's a lovely way to do it too. It's a nice way.
I was going to comment, you had said that the pattern was intriguing all the way through. It's funny. It's a stockinette sweater.
Right.
But you didn't get bored at all because you were constantly worrying about.
You were headed towards another fade and you wanted to see how the colors would play with each other.
And you're counting.
Right.
You were vested.
Right. And she, as I said, she didn't just go from color 1 to color 2, 2 rows, 1 row. She had all the colors playing with it. So it was a nice fade.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Are you guys asking questions? Hold on. I think I chose the wrong colors. I should have chose what I default to. Is that regarding the freer fade? I'm not sure. I just joined, so I missed the name of the beautiful tee. It's called the V-back tee that Pam is wearing. That's what we're up to.
By I can't say it. Natasja?
Yes, or Jamie Hoffman if you're looking for it on Ravelry. And there is a link. So if you guys, we should tell everyone to subscribe, and then you'll know when we come on live. But in the show notes below, we do link the name of the patterns that we discuss, and or feature, I should say, and we attach the links for a shortcut.
Right. And what are you wearing, Dina?
I am wearing the Snowbell top. It is a Sandnes garn pattern. It's knit in Lene, the worsted weight version.
It's the worsted weight version.
Yeah. It's the same yarn that Pam and I are using right now for the Peacock tee. So this is another option. So you have the Anchors summer top. Right. Anchors tee.
Peacock tee.
The Peacock tee, which we'll show you. And this is called the Snowbell. Now, Sandnes Garn sells these books, and we have them.
Right.
Unfortunately, the patterns are not available for sale on Ravelry, and we can't make copies. So if you didn't,
we found that out last year.
Yes. So if you do want to make the top, you do have to buy the book.
Correct.
So that is just a little.
But luckily, they do have nice patterns in the book.
Oh, gorgeous patterns.
It's one of the books.
Yeah.
Most of their books, you can get more than one pattern.
So Snowbell is the cover, which is featured here. And that was in a beautiful, I think that was Cafe au Lait.
Show them the other one, the striped one that's in there, I think.
This reminds me of the Marseille sweater for some reason. It's like a summer version.
Yes. There it is.
Here it
is.
One. I think this one was done. Was this in the Tinley? Oh, no, it's also in Lene.
Also in Lene.
Look at how cute that one is.
Isn't that pretty?
So that's a cute striped top.
Lene is such a lovely yarn. It really is. It's a great yarn for a summer top. And it's funny, the color Dina is wearing is the color that Kimberly is doing the lovely tin.
Yes, the
sample. But she's doing the tin Lene, which is the fingering weight yarn.
Correct. You also have an option to knit this top with long sleeves.
Yep.
So you're not limited to short sleeves.
This is what Dina did. This is the colorway in Lene. Right? No, it's not.
Oh, no,
it's
that's
not.
the powder pink.
It's right here. It's the next one. Sarin. Sarin is a little purple cast to it.
Yes,
it does. It does. You can see the difference. Well, I don't know if you can see it that much, but I can see the difference. You see the difference? The top one is Dina's color. It has a little bit of a purple hue to it. Anyway, so Lene is a great yarn. That's pretty too.
We talked about slip-over vests. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple of them in here.
Yep. What's in the back of the book?
It's a cute book. That's the T with the stripes. And there are other patterns that call for the fingering weight. It's not just a book dedicated to Lene.
Correct.
It's a summer book from last year, and we have them available. So it's book number 2104.
Yep.
If you can't find it on the website, you can always call.
And that's what Dina's wearing.
Yes. So what are you working on?
My Peacock tee.
Should we show and tell?
My Peacock tee. Again, there's not that much to show.
Thank you, Kimberly. All the patterns in that book. All the patterns that
she just showed.
Yes, the ones that I just flipped through and showed, every single pattern is in the book. They have it in, I guess, is it Danish? What's the language?
I don't know what the other language. It's English and
English and Danish. Yes. Yeah, so you'll find
is it the front and the back? Is that how they do it? I don't remember now.
I believe so. Sorry for reaching over you, Pammy.
That's okay.
Yeah, the back of the instructions. So it's in 2 languages, but you have one section in English and the other section in the other language.
Right.
So yeah, it's beautiful.
This is my Peacock.
Yay.
Again, this is, Lene, the same yarn that we've been discussing. And I split for my sleeves, and I've got my body started.
Now,
and that's it.
A lot of you have asked what colorway Pam is knitting on. It's the 6554, and I believe that's the petrol color.
It's pretty, right?
They are available online.
Yep. It's a pretty one.
We do have stock. It's under Peacock T, and if you need to get more or less skeins, just holler.
Yeah.
Let us know.
And the nice thing, because it's short sleeve, when you finish the body, it's almost done.
Yes. So I was telling Pam, I'll show you mine. I had to jump to the sleeve. I'm like, you know what? Let me get my sleeves out of the way. I finished my one skein, and I started with the sleeve. It's going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a 16-inch circular needle, and I just see a little hole for whatever reason, and this is it.
There you go.
This is is it called light aubergine?
I think it is.
I think it's the light aubergine colorway.
Yeah. Pretty color. There you go.
It's getting a little blown out.
That's a good one. That's good there.
And that's it. Very pretty. Reminds me of the other top that we were going to feature later.
Which one was that?
Is it the scallop tee? No.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was I know the one. The
Simplest?
Semplice. I think it's, I don't know. I'm not going to try to say.
Anyway, I love wearing this yarn. I've worn the anchor top.
Yes, yeah.
I love this one.
This one, yep.
And I can't wait to add this to my repertoire.
Yeah.
So
every year we have to add one at least, right?
The Peacock tee, and it wasn't bad.
And again, the lovely tee that we're doing the knit alone for was done in its sister yarn, which is the same yarn but thinner weight.
Right.
So if you have any, truthfully, if you have any tee patterns that you have that might be in your, in your queue, 18 stitches, 19 stitches, 20 stitches, 21 stitches, all work for that yarn. in terms
for
of
the
gauge.
Lene. Yes,
Yeah, in terms of the
it's
gauge.
like a chameleon. It'll work for a couple. Exactly.
It does.
Really nice. Okay.
Love that color, Dina. That's all I have.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Well, I'll show you where I'm at with the Corvus sweater. The Corvus is the sweater that did not go in timeout.
You naughty little sweater, you.
Yeah, exactly. Caused me a lot of grief.
You gave Dina a lot of grief this week.
I have to tell you. So it's interesting. I'm looking at the V-back tee, and I'm trying to recall how Jamie had us cast on the stitches. It was basically all in one.
Right.
And we just went straight in.
Right. And then there was the, the shaping over here, and she had shaping on the side too, I believe.
I can't give away too much. This is the Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
Her construction.
Let's see the diamonds.
Her construction is brilliant. So now that
where did you end the diamond?
Okay, so now that you see it, I had cut it off like right there.
Under the bobble?
Right under the bobble.
So like that there. So she was 2/3 of the way down.
This is one diamond motif, and here's the second one. So I cut off 8 rows. Oh my goodness. A full chart. How I did that. And it's funny because.
How did you do that?
I'm going to tell you. So you know how we're using Knit Companion now?
Yes.
Okay, so everything's on Knit Companion, and somehow I read that, like, do chart 1, chart 2, whatever the reference was, and then I went back to the instructions and I skipped a little paragraph that said do another chart, and it was a little
chart, a different chart.
Yes, because it was separated. So when I finished this big chart, I was like, okay, done. Check, move on. And that's basically what happened. But it was just a complete oversight, just going back and forth. But anyway, I'm filling in the side now, and it's just a lot of fun. It's very interesting the way this whole thing is coming together.
Looks great.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but it's super fun to knit.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's using Kokon fingering?
Yes, Kokon fingering weight. It's 100% merino. I'm using the colorway rose gold. It's funny. I'm looking at all the colors.
That's what I
between
said.
My bag, the sweater, what I'm wearing, the aubergine. There's definitely a theme going on here.
Yes. But that's good.
Which brings me to the next.
Which is?
I need your help, I think. So I mentioned that I was doing another test knit.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And because I committed to another one, this one won't get as much attention anymore.
This one?
Yeah, well,
you have to give that a lot of attention.
I have to give it, but I won't be able to make the deadline, unfortunately.
You might. If you can get the body done and start the sleeves
this weekend, we're
deadline.
Away. I don't know. We'll see.
Depends how much you can get done while you're away. You might have time to knit. You might not.
Right.
You never know.
Anyway, this is a test knit for Yamagara. It is a beautiful top for spring. This is the bottom.
Again, look
at the color.
We were talking
definitely
about
my
before.
Wheelhouse lately. I'm certainly into the
color for the spring summer.
But it's a pattern that calls for fingering weight and a mohair, and I ended up going with a very monochromatic look. So I went tone on tone, and I think,
but it kind of fades from the bottom up a little bit.
Maybe now that I'm holding it up, it isn't so bad.
I can see the difference.
You can see the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a sheer line that's going through in mohair, and I'm wondering if I should rip it out and start over with the new.
You're only saying that because when she saw other, testers, they had contrast between the two colors, and it like kind of fades a little bit. So she's thinking maybe hers should be more that way. And hers is the opposite of that, right?
Yeah.
It's less contrast. So she's thinking maybe she should do this.
Should I start over? Should I rip and go for higher contrast is the question.
But explain to them, I don't know how much you want to explain what the top of the sweater looks like.
The top of, I don't know how much she said I'm allowed to share.
Yeah, but you're not telling them the stitch pattern or anything.
Right. So the top of the pattern is basically mohair.
Correct. So she's going to be going up into all mohair. So if she uses this, you can see it would be a solid. If she uses this, she has a,
it's speckled, but again, you have the high contrast. What am I going to wear that over?
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. Well, what would you wear anything? It's got to be neutral what you wear it over. What would you wear that over?
I don't know, but I have more chance of wearing something like this.
Of course you do.
in my wheelhouse.
Of course you do. I think you should keep going with what you have.
Really? Should I keep going, guys? How many skeins does that take? Does what take? This? This takes one of each.
Just 2 skeins?
Yes, and I am using...
It's a tank, right, Dana?
Yes.
It's a tank.
Kokon, Merino, Linen, and the sister mohair.
Correct.
And this is colorway mineral.
Oh, Kokon, Mark. You know, you're saying Kokon. I'm thinking Moondrake in my head.
Oh,
it's
no.
Kokon.
This is Moondrake.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
But this is the mineral. It's like a very pretty, soft lavender.
It's nice that they match. I like that. I like that. It's very wearable. Who needs to be cut across horizontally with, you know.
Let's see what.
That's just
keep
me.
going. You can wear a color underneath.
Correct.
Ah, there you go. Love what you're doing. Keep going. Okay, keep going. Well, guess what? 3 in a row of more than 3 in a row. Everyone's saying keep going. I wouldn't start that sweater over. Okay, I'm going to keep going.
Well, is that because you wouldn't start it over or because...
Yeah, I don't mind ripping. Clearly,
you know she doesn't mind ripping. Exactly.
Clearly.
I think you should keep going.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think you'll wear that a lot more too. Mohair for a summer top, Jane is saying. Yeah, but it's just look at the rocket tee. The rocket tee has mohair in it. I was just thinking when you were showing that, this would also be a nice option for the rocket tee. Wouldn't that be a nice option for the rocket tee?
Stunning.
Yeah. Yep. So you could do that, guys, too.
Well, those are my whips.
She says she likes the same color. Keep going with the colors you started. There you go. Keep going. They're all saying to keep going. I don't know. I tell you to keep going, but then you ask other people. It's like a husband and wife. It's like a husband and wife, right?
I always ask you first. I was just throwing it out to the masses. What?
I don't know. When I told you on Wednesday you should rip it, you were like, oh, I don't know. But like a married couple, Dina.
There you go. What are friends for?
Exactly. Speaking of friends, Dina, we had I don't know her name now. Oh, I do know her name. Maybe. She had asked Oma. She had asked in the comments how long we've known each other, or were we friends before knitting? I think was the question. Were we friends
what do you guys
before
think?
Knitting?
Who knows the answer?
I had to stop and think about that.
It feels like we've been friends forever.
I know, I really do. I'm thinking it's, but no. But the answer is
we met through knitting. Correct. In the shop.
Right.
Pam was a customer, and as a matter of fact, Pam was a needlepoint customer.
That's right, I was.
It wasn't even about knitting or crocheting.
At that time, when you first opened, you had needlepoint.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And
this whole wall.
You had them up on the wall.
I had them pinned to the wall. Oh my goodness.
And I came in to get a gift for a friend of mine I was going to be the godmother to the baby. So I came in to get a needlepoint. And
I remember your first 2 needlepoint projects.
Yes.
That crazy?
Well,
speaking of
those
information.
Were my last two. But so anyway, so that's how I met Dina. She had just opened the shop. And we were talking, and she said to me, do you knit or crochet? And I said, yeah, I can do both. And she said, well, what have you made? I said, I don't make anything. That's exactly what
I can't follow directions.
No, well, but the truth to that is,
or your mom never followed directions.
My mother always said you can't read directions. I never tried to read directions. I never tried. Well, I did make a zigzag blanket. How did I make that if I couldn't read directions? Obviously, I could have done it. But you know how sometimes when you're growing up, you hear something?
No, but I think with crochet, once somebody shows you, you were doing basically a blanket. Once you say, I know, but once you know the rhythm of it,
right,
you just keep doing it. It's very rhythmic.
Right.
It's not like you're increasing. Well, you are in a chevron.
In a chevron, right. But my point is, I don't remember anyone saying to me, this is what you do. I was married doing that. I was married when I did the chevron, you know? So I must have read something to follow it.
Or your mom made.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe she did. I don't remember. But
I feel like my mother used to show me how to do stitches. Or my grandmother showed me how to like crochet stitches. And then I would just do it. But I wasn't following instructions per se.
What I do remember is when I was married, being on the phone with her and saying, Mom, what's the difference between a single crochet and a double crochet? And she told me, this is what you do. And this, I said, okay, fine. I must have been making that blanket when she said, because that's like the only thing that I made in my adult life. The only thing, until Dina said, what do you make? I said, I haven't made anything. So then I made a blanket for the baby, a crocheted blanket, right?
The gingham blanket.
And well as the needlepoint.
The gingham blanket.
It was a gingham blanket.
Wait, how long ago did we do gingham?
Oh gosh, it was 1997?
98.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
One of those years. And
crazy. And we've been doing that for so long.
And
it's
then,
back.
Yeah,
Gingham is back.
Gingham is back. And then I did, what else did I do? What was my next thing? That blanket? Was it that blanket that I made? The chinchilla? Yeah. It was a chinchilla blanket that went like this. It was like a hairy stuff. And it kept growing.
On both sides. It was like a giant sleeve.
Yeah. So that came out. And, but that's how you learn, But I did finish it. And I finished it correctly. I gave it to Patrice, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
And does she still have it?
She still has it.
Get out.
Patrice is very knit-worthy. She has everything.
That is awesome. She has everything.
And what was the other thing I made? But the other thing I have to tell you that Dina did was, when I came in, I was a thrower. I was knitting English, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dina said to me, why don't you try knitting this way? It'll be faster. So she showed me the continental way, which is the way I knit now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. But I did learn
there
you go. I did learn to knit as a child, but I just,
Same. I knit as
never did anything with it.
Exactly.
And that's what I always say to kids when they're knitting, or the parents, they learn, but then they may not knit for 20 years. But you always really remember. You just need to.
Like riding your bicycle.
Correct.
A refresher.
Correct. We hear that all the time here in the
Absolutely.
shop. So anyway, that's the answer to the story. It's a question.
And thank you for asking that question. And speaking of asking or leaving comments,
yes,
I have to say, you guys had us laughing with some of these names for the girls. We haven't decided yet. They're so good.
Yeah, they're too hard for us to decide. So
Hi,
you're gonna have to help us.
We have I think
can you read them?
This is
Syl's.
So I got one that was really good from Syl. I received an email, and the names are.
So listen, because you guys are going to have to help us. We need your help. You're going to vote.
Yes.
In comments. Not right now.
Right.
In comments.
After the podcast. Roxy, Foxy, Trixie, Pixie, and Lolita. I love that.
Do this one now.
Then Linda Rose shared with us. Now she said, read them out loud. So here they are. Lacey DK, Winona Yarnova, Fancy Mohair, Silky Tassels, and Twisty Cast On.
We love that one.
And then this is another good one. This is from Leona Campbell. Dolly, Holly, Molly, Polly, and Good Golly. I am getting name tags for them, so we need your help. There's 1, 2, and 3.
So, are they going to say the names? You're going to have to put the names in.
Just whose names?
I mean, how are they going to know which one is 1, which is 2, which is 3?
Let's do Syl, Leona, and Linda.
Syl, well, yeah, but they're not going to know the names. They have to vote.
Maybe we'll have to put a comment underneath.
I think you'll have to put it in the comments, in the show notes.
I'll leave a comment.
There'll be 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, they can put, you know what?
That's a very good idea.
Just put 1, 2, or 3. It makes it so much easier.
Okay.
Right.
So I will highlight them. Someone is already saying number 1. Roxy, Foxy, Trixie, Pixie, and Lolita.
But the names, I have to say, were great. There was someone who told Dina that Rose should be one of the names, which I thought was nice. There was someone who put the Golden Girls. Someone put Lucy and Ethel, which of course I love. And but there were some really good suggestions. Yeah.
So we will put them down for vote, and hopefully next week we will have a final answer.
So can you understand why we couldn't pick one?
They're so good.
They were all good. So what else is doing, Dina?
What else? So I'm trying to think of the show notes that I had put in. We have new in shop, and since Rochelle is with us, why don't we share how spring has sprung in other ways in the knitting place. We have beautiful new colors in Moondrake's Soft Sport Merino.
Oh, look at those
heavy
colors.
In the pinks.
Oof, oof, oof.
Hold on. Let me get them in.
Nice orangey.
Yeah.
I'll move over this way.
Maybe we'll go like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bunch of new colors.
I think there's 11 new colors.
It's like a beautiful rainbow here.
And the base that Dina's talking about is a sport weight, soft sport, superwash, 100%.
It's the base that I used in the Carrie cardigan designed by Natasja Hornby. It's a lovely base. It's, you said 100% superwash, 328 yards per skein. And where are the pictures that we printed?
Oh, they're right here.
Do you have
right
them
here.
there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to hold up the colors. They're getting a little blown out. This one is called Raspberry. It's a beautiful, it's like a potion pink. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Yep.
This is like a shocking pink.
You can see them. Yeah, you can see the difference. Though.
Yep. This is called Hot Pink. I don't know why it's getting blown out. I'm like it's right under the light.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let me try on this side and see if it's this. I think it's the nature of the yarn just being a bright color yarn.
There you go. Better?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm killing the brightness of it, but
they're two bright pinks. The top one's a little more raspberry. The other one's a little more neonish.
Yep.
Okay.
This one is called Creamsicle and
Coral. That's not. Yeah, that's coming up more.
There are definitely photographs on the website, and I think that's much better.
You think
closer
so?
Up, yeah.
There you go. That's the color. And this one is
Coral.
Coral. There you go.
Flamingo.
It's a pretty color. That's a good color. That's a very good representation. This is Lemon Drop. How great are these spring colors? Rochelle, you did a great job.
Beautiful job. This is bright orange.
This is softness.
This is gorgeous.
Softness. Isn't that? It's like a periwinkle,
very
right?
soft periwinkle because we do have periwinkle right next to it.
Oh, yeah. You can see the difference.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Very pretty.
Beautiful.
And then, is that one?
Baby green. Is it getting washed out?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. Yeah, this is a tough one.
Maybe you see
that's
better.
a little better. That's a little better.
And this is Frozen in my hand over
I love
here.
Frozen. That's a great color.
That's a great color.
I love Frozen.
So the colors are absolutely beautiful. Is there any way that we can hold them all up?
Yeah, we can try that. Well, there's 11. So if one of us holds 5 and...
Okay.
I got it.
Look at this beautiful rainbow. Ta-da!
Great. I know the labels
Actually, the colors are really showing up well now.
They are, aren't they?
Yes.
You can see the raspberry here and then the hotter pink.
So Peggy's asking no pattern. Well, of course we have a few
we
suggestions.
knew that you would say that. Literally, this walked in the door.
Yes. And it's all on the website. So they're not in kits.
No.
Basically, it's a la carte. We do have some pattern suggestions. Personally speaking, when we looked at the yarn recommendations for Casapinka's new sweater.
Yes, yeah.
There was a range from Merino light, like a fingering weight, up to, were there any worsted or did it go up to DK?
I really just saw DK.
DK was the majority.
But it seemed to be the majority. But there were people who used a sport. There's some people who use, as Dina said, Merino light from Tosh.
Right.
And the gauge on the pattern is 20 stitches on a 7. So, again.
As you all know, people are knitting fingering weight yarns up to a worsted or a DK weight and vice versa with sport weight. So we definitely feel that this is a yarn that could be used knit up on a looser gauge. You're not making it lace. You're just blowing it up a little bit.
Right.
So that would be a lovely sweater to knit. We also have the Semplice.
We have a couple of patterns. And this means, we're probably not saying it correctly, but it means a simple in Italian is what the directions said.
Right. Who can pronounce that phonetically?
Simplice. I don't know. Anyway.
Semplice.
This is this is very cute. Look at that, guys. Look at the yoke on the top. Very nice. And does it say who it's by?
It is by Valentina
Bogdanova. So that was one suggestion. Again,
so isn't this pretty?
Yeah.
It also has the same, like almost reminiscent of the Peacock tee. It has the beautiful yoke.
And she says it's an easy lace on the top.
Yeah. So it's got a lace pattern in the yoke. The ribbing is a little bit different, but it's a beautiful tee.
The next one is...
That C is ch. Okay, so I said that right. Semplice. How's that?
I like the
Did
accent.
you like the reel that David put on Instagram?
Oh, I love that.
Oh my goodness.
I could watch that over and over. I don't know how she does that. My husband's
like, you listened to that already. I'm like, I could listen to it again.
Over and over again.
Inventing Anna. Did you guys see her interview on, was it Jimmy?
She was on Jimmy Kimmel. Not Jimmy Kimmel. It was
Fallon?
the other guy, Jimmy Fallon. Is that his name? Jimmy Fallon? Is that his name?
I don't know.
Yeah. Channel 4.
So good.
Anyway, this is the Cobble Beach Dotted Tee from Marie Green. And Marie Green is the one who did the, oh God, what is it, Dina?
The 4-day cows that we do.
Yeah. What's the one that we always say?
Foxtrot.
The
beekeeper cardigan.
Thank you.
You and I knit the foxtrot. I'm holding it up close so that you could see the dots. Yep. I think they're little bobbles.
That's a cute one.
Yeah.
And these are all for sport weight yarn, guys. The next one is called, I guess, the Darren Tee. This is brand new, I think.
Yes.
By Jacqueline. I'm not going to say that name.
I think it's Sea Slick.
Sea Slick? Is that what? I would never have said that.
Yep. So this is cute. It's a crop top. Short sleeve. Another great option.
This is the Scallop Tee by Juliana Lustinator, I guess. A very simple tee. It's got that cute scalloped edging on the sleeves and on the hem of the sweater. Looks like it has an
eyelet yoke.
Yep, very pretty. Very pretty. Again, sport weight.
Hello, everyone, if you're just joining us.
And this one is by Camille Levad. It's we all recognize the Magnolia. Remember the Magnolia sweater?
But here it is in a t-shirt, so we thought that was cute.
But they do run mohair with this, correct?
They do, but you don't have to.
Right?
It's worsted weight. It's knit to a worsted. So
That's
I think
adorable.
These are lovely options for this beautiful palette. We are expecting some more basic colors that we're out of. In the soft sport, we're getting another delivery. So if you
colors like ash or shadow or maybe like blonde or
right. So if you're right. So if you were thinking of doing, I mean, I could pull the navy and we could do a gorgeous carry cardigan with the softness and navy. Absolutely beautiful. So
look for kits. You'll be seeing kits, but again, it just walked in today and we wanted to show it to you.
Thanks, Rochelle. The colors are great.
So that's new in shop.
Okay. So next up,
want to show them that new one?
Yeah, since we're on a Rochelle kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Rochelle collaborated with Tracie Millar
of the Grocery Girls.
I believe her Ravelry name is Knit, Sleep, Repeat Designs.
Is that right?
Yes. Knit, Sleep, Repeat Designs. Don't ask me to say it 10 times because it's definitely a tongue twister. But this is the beautiful Wild Rose Cowl, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the flower? What did she say? I think she said...
it's a flower in her province.
In her province,
in
right?
Canada, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The motif reminds me so much of the beautiful wild rose, our provincial flower.
Correct.
Hope you love knitting and wearing this cheerful cowl. Happy knitting. Pattern is available on Ravelry. It takes 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn.
It's the Moondrake.
She happened to use Moondrake Corriedale. And in the fingering weight, we do have some kits here that we can share. These are options that we showed on Friday. Should I go through all of them?
Yeah, there's not that many.
Okay, so this is one option. This is Pink Salt and Ash. I believe Jody, listen to me. Tracie used Slate and Dusty Pink.
And that would be the color that you see there. Yep.
Very pretty. What did we do? We did Lavender and Blue Sage. It's kind of hard to remember what we put together.
That's right. Toffee and
this is a beauty.
And mahogany.
Toffee and mahogany.
And then mahogany and blue slate.
This is a pretty combo.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we also did ash
very
and dusty
basic
pink.
ash and dusty pink.
So those are the kits that are available online. Lovely.
Yeah.
If you don't,
this just came out on Friday, I believe, right?
Yes, it's a new pattern release. Just dropped. So that's in fingering weight, and you're welcome to buy the pattern. You can always stash dive. Hopefully, we gave you some color inspiration.
There you go.
Okay. This is all the new yarn. I'll get this out of the way.
And these are the new. Are these the new? No, you have the new patterns there. The other patterns. Okay, good. Okay, just getting organized. So we also, we did put 2 new kits together for today for 2, well, this is fairly new, in today's world. If it's not like today, it's not new, right?
I know. There's always like a mad rush.
Like people 7 days old. It's not new anymore, right?
People wake up at 7 a.m. to get their kits online, like jumping at the bit.
Oh, goodness.
But we do have, we finally made kits for the Ingrid sweater. You guys had suggested that I know that we mentioned the Ingrid sweater. It's a beautiful sweater designed by Petite Knit.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Some of you want to knit for spring and others are ready to keep knitting for fall.
Yes,
it's so interesting.
It is, I mean, you can make an argument for both, actually. If you start this now, you'll have it done in the fall.
For sure. That's a good question for you guys. What would you like to see kits for? Shawls, summer tees, or fall sweaters?
And it's funny. I was telling Dina, I saw an Instagram post this weekend and someone said, would you rather, it was like, take a poll, and would you rather see patterns for shawls or tees, summer tees? And it was about 80 to 20 summer tees to a shawl. Which, listen, like you look at the one behind me, where is it? The Unwind by Tracie Millar. That's a great summer shawl.
Another collaboration with
another
Moondrake.
one.
We're just name dropping, Rochelle.
Yeah. That was knit in Moondrake.
Merino linen.
Merino linen.
Thank you so much.
But
You're
that
so
is
welcome.
a great summer shawl. That one behind me.
Yes.
Right?
That continues to sell.
Yep.
So we did make 2 kits. We have 2 colorways. We didn't go deep. We have the almond to share with you. It's
which is similar to hers.
Yes. We used Sandnes Garn Double Sunday, and we paired it with the mohair. Very pretty, very similar. It's an off-white. It'll be great to, you'll
similar
see all the texture knitting. Right. A lot of designers are knitting with texture nowadays.
And yeah, they are. And I think the way, if I recall correctly, the way we did this is,
there it is.
We went through
the Ingrid sweater.
When she does her yardages on her yarns for the sweater, she'll give you a range on some of the sizes, like 9 to 10 skeins, or whatever it might be. So what we did, we kitted it through an extra large, which is a 50.5 finished bust. But she does say it has a +8 positive ease, which again, you can do whatever you want.
So is the finished bust 50?
The smaller, yes, it would be 50.5 on this kit. Now you could do the 47.25 if you wanted to. It really just depends. Like Dina and I measure a 40-inch bust, an actual bust. So we wouldn't do the 41. But you could do the 44 or the small of the medium, which is 44 or like just under 46.
Right. I don't know that I need the 8 inches
correct. It might just be a little too much.
Can't reiterate it enough. If there's a sweater that you love in your closet and you like the way it fits,
right,
by all means, measure the width.
Right.
And that's probably where you should target how you want your favorite sweater to fit.
So if you're not sure about, like, say you decide, well, you know what, I don't want to do 50, I want 44. So call us and we can adjust it for you.
Yes.
And if you're not sure what the adjustment should be, we have the numbers. We can tell you what it would be.
Absolutely.
Because on this one, it's the 2 yarns held together. It's the mohair together with the double Sunday.
Just call us. We're your lifeline.
There you go. Give us a call.
Give us a call. Next color is 2543. I'm not sure what the official name is. I think this was almond. I'm not sure the official name from Sandnes Garn, but that is the matching mohair.
That's pretty.
And that is a beautiful, like, luggage kind of caramel saddle
I see
color.
this sweater in a very for some reason in
neutral.
Very neutral color, a very basic, which is why we didn't go crazy with, like, navies.
I could see it in shocking pink. Anyone out there? Share the same vibe.
And again, we're showing this yarn.
Pink.
It is a DK and a mohair held together is what it is. So, you could do whatever you want. Whatever, what is the expression? Whatever
floats your boat.
There you go.
So that's Ingrid. That's all we have for the Ingrid. 2 beautiful kits. I think there's only 1 each.
Yep, that's correct.
What else do we have?
The next one is now the
do you want to just share that we did the Moonwhistle just to restock?
Yeah. It's up on the
We're
table.
not going to go over all the kits. It's very hard. We tend to sound like we're a broken record, but we did restock the Moonwhistle kits on the website. We went live on Instagram on Friday. So if you'd like to see all the colors live, you can certainly go to Instagram. But we do want to just share with you what it looks like. Is the pattern there?
Oh, I have to look and see.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Pam.
That's okay.
This is the kit, though.
I know where the Moonwhistle is.
I think we put the kits away, right?
It's with the. Where are the kits?
This is we got a new delivery of Spin Cycle.
Oh, I see them.
We are well stocked in Spin Cycle Dream State and Dyed in the Wool. This was a very popular shawl, the Moonwhistle, and we decided to put some more back on stock. So they're there. Oh, that's okay. Here it is. This is the Moonwhistle. Y'all went crazy for it. So we restocked the kit. We were thinking of doing some more night shift, and I think it was Inclination Shawl, but we started with this one.
Right.
So this is one of the color palettes. There are a lot of beautiful colors there.
We had a customer come in with it last week.
She inspired us to actually
it was
recreate
absolutely
them.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It really was very pretty.
Yeah, I should have taken a picture.
Yeah.
We steamed it for her. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So
she did hers with, and I think we tried to recreate one like it. It was with the
Verba
Volant mohair.
And she did it with
not
like
mohair. Spin Cycle.
Yeah, Dream State.
Yeah.
With a beautiful, I don't know if it had pink and blue. It was gorgeous.
She had a gray running behind it, and then she had, I think, a pink in it.
Why is the arrow on your face? There you go. Sorry.
There you go.
I'm going to do Peacock Tea in Shocking Pink. I love it. Great
choice.
choice.
There you go.
So wait, which yarn are you going to use? That's what I want to know. I wish Lena had a Shocking Pink.
That would be lovely.
Too good. Okay. I think this is the last one, right?
This is the last one. But just like we only had 2 colors on this, we've got baby 22 on this one. So we're making up for it. Do you want to talk about it?
Casapinka dropped a new pattern. It's called the Panic Sweater. And of course, in parentheses, it's no need to panic. We bought the pattern. It's available for sale on Ravelry.
Correct. She has a short sleeve version and a long sleeve version.
So here's the short sleeve version, and here's the long sleeve version. For our kits, we kitted it up for the short sleeve version. Pam is going to talk about the yardage and what size you can make.
Correct.
And take it away, Pam.
But she also did say, I guess if you were to look at the sweaters on Ravelry, there's one that has a puffier sleeve. She said there are going to be 2 short sleeve versions. There's this one.
Very pretty.
I don't know if this is the puffier one. I have a feeling that's the puffier one, and there's one that's not. But she said
Doesn't look puffy.
No, she said that being blue. I don't remember. But in any event, if it's not on there now, she's going to send that to you as an addition to your pattern. So it uses the same yardage. It's just another option that you'll have when you're doing your sleeve. She said if you're doing the short sleeve version, she just took a skein of yarn off of the, like if the size said 5 skeins, it was 4 skeins for the short sleeve. But what we did is we calculated for the short sleeve. Okay.
So, and I believe I did.
And it's DK weight is what it says.
I did put that in the description of on the website that they are kitted for the short sleeve version. I think I put it in all caps just to make sure.
So if you want long sleeve, we could look at the yardage and correct it to what you want. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So we kitted it for, it starts at size 40 is the smallest size. And she again says 6 to 12 inches of positive ease. So again, you do you. I mean, I know if I was making it, I wouldn't go to 52. Me personally, I would probably do this.
She's pointing to the 44 inches since you can't see through.
And I can't see through the screen. But anyway, so we kitted it through size 48. And
although, think of your ranunculus.
Yeah, I could do that. I guess it depends. I don't know. I mean,
this is heavier weight, so I think I would agree with you. Probably the 44-inch bust. I don't know that I would even go 48.
Right. I don't think I would.
I think of my Soldotna, which is a DK weight sweater.
Correct.
my
Oh,
color
yeah, so
work.
that, yeah, so you know.
And that's definitely
Right.
leaner. That might even
Correct.
be 40 or 42.
See, there you go. Yeah, so I don't
So
think
I think I would do a
that.
44
So
inch.
again, you look at the numbers and decide, you make your decision. But we kitted some, let's show you this first. You want to show them that, Dina?
Sure. So we did the gamut here. I'm looking at the table over there, and we have 2 cotton options. This is by Cocon. It's Cocon Pink. It's beautiful. It's a speckled. I think there's only 1 or 2 kits.
Yeah.
This is the Cocon Pink Speckled DK, and this is the Cocon Blue Speckled DK. So these are the 2 cotton options that we're offering that's hand-dyed.
Yep.
Then we have some solid color options, and then we went for some hand-dyed options. The rest of the options are going to be in different bases. The solid is it's in dough. It's a base by Cake Wool. It's 80% merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So really luscious. You guys may recognize this base. I used it in the Mallow Cowl in the colorway Favor.
There you go.
But these are fabulous colors. If you're looking for something solid where you can actually see the texture in the yoke, you could see it in the hand-dyed versions as well. Just you see it a lot more in a solid.
Right.
So this is Craze. It's a beautiful like purpley pink or blue pink. Favor, which is a purple. We've got Champ, a beautiful green.
Briz,
a nice golden yellow.
Court,
the orange, almost like a carrot.
Aurora.
Amore.
Is that Amore?
Amore.
Jeez, Amore. Jeez. This is Rumple, like Rumpelstiltskin.
There you go.
And the next one is Hello Love.
Beautiful. So these are all your solid options. Also brights for spring.
We felt that the brights would be a great palette for this. And this
Fabulous.
Base is it's an 80-10-10, 80 merino, 10 cashmere, 10 nylon. So it's lovely base.
Super pretty.
Yeah.
So this base is dough from Cake Wool.
Yep.
Now I think I put all of if you look up No Need to Panic Sweater, you'll see all the options.
Right.
You don't have to look them up by base. We're getting a couple of messages. Watching from New Zealand. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You're so excited to be getting your first order in. Thank you, Darlene, for ordering. We appreciate that. Catherine is doing her first colorwork yoke, and I saved your life with your suggestion to use markers at the repeats. Yes, definitely. Markers are lifesavers. 100% woolen. I wear my inclination shawl all the time. It is warm, squishy, and perfect. I would definitely make another. Oh, so we should make more kits. Thank you for leaving that comment. And Meryl is asking any patterns with more than one color. Which base are you referring to, Meryl? I mean, right off the bat, if you're talking about Moondrake, well, Carrie is a good one, but even the Soldotna, you could probably use the sport weight and just get a lighter feeling sweater.
That would be lovely.
Okay, you guys ready for some fun yarn? We have Heyday.
Love that one.
This is a beautiful color from Hedgehog. It's got like a white base, but it's got bright speckles running through it.
That's a good one. Yeah, there you go. That's
very pretty. But still summery in feel because it's a light sweater. I'm really getting blown out where I'm sitting.
Whole thing. I'm wondering if we bring this. No, I don't think so. Maybe I should change with the light.
This one is called Ruckus. This is a beautiful golden yellow.
That's pretty. Yeah.
And it's got beautiful speckles running through it. Hot pink, red, blue, teal, turquoise. Just very fun. Summery. I like this vibe. Next, Care, Bear, Dare, Stare.
Say that a few times quickly, right? Look at the great colors in there.
So that's more of an orange base.
And you see it's got some green going on in there and pinks. How pretty is that?
Almost like a brown, pink.
Very pretty.
Hot pink. Love that one. This is a good one. Go for it.
This is called Coral Pop.
Yes.
Not quite as bright, but still it has the pinks, the oranges, the purples. A couple of dark colors in there, right, Dina? What's that color? I don't know. But very pretty. Right?
Yes, Kimberly, I will definitely credit you the shipping. Absolutely. Don't worry.
What did she say?
She placed 2 orders. She's asking.
Today?
I don't know, but I would definitely credit it if that happened in the past. So just message me.
This one is called Raining Cats and Dogs. And it's got, I don't know, it's like a gray base kind of with pinks and teals.
Yeah, that's a pretty one. I feel like didn't we use that one in one of the ladyfinger?
I think
with
so.
the teal and the hot pink. This is a great color.
It is pretty.
Yeah, that's a good one. Raining Cats and Dogs.
And this is Lady Luck in the month of March, right?
For St. Patrick's Day.
For St. Patrick's Day.
That's great
teals,
green.
greens, you know, the grassy greens and the blue greens.
That's fabulous.
And that's Lady Luck. And I think that's it. Just a few, right?
Just a few options. How many of you have that on your list? The No Need to Panic sweater. Yep. We had 3 requests in today, and that was just...
Had to do it.
Today.
Had to do it.
Just ordered like 10 minutes ago. Okay, don't worry, Kimberly. I'll definitely do that. I'll take care of it. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Inspired by Pam to knit a top down kid sweater and loving it. How awesome, Karen. Thank you for sharing.
Which sweater was that?
You know what I wanted to make new kits for?
What's that?
Speaking of kid sweater, is it the Lola Bean?
Oh, the one that Andrea Mowry did?
Yes.
That was pretty. It has a pattern. What's the pattern? Is it like a zigzag? No, what is it, Ed?
It's got a yoke in it, and it also uses the Dream State.
You know, we talked about doing it with the remember Andrea Mowry had the knit along? We had talked, I think it just slipped by us about presenting that as one of the options
to knit
in the knit along. I think she has an adult.
Bean and Olive. Thank you.
Olive.
Yes,
she has an adult and a child size.
I like that sweater. That's a cute one.
Yeah, that's cute.
So who was it? Karen, what are you knitting? Share with us.
Yeah, what is the top-down sweater? I mean, the last one I did was, I think, the festival and the gambit.
You did festival, you did gambit, and the one before that was the jelly bean?
Jelly roll.
Sorry.
Jelly roll. That's a fun. Now that's a fun one.
Maybe
right? Jelly roll.
Jelly roll is a good one.
You know, it would be cute with the advents. Using the advents for a jelly roll. Wouldn't that be fun? Could do that.
That would be very cute.
Could do that.
That would be super
I saw a sock pattern today on Ravelry called Bits and Bobs. And it uses, it doesn't have to, but you can use your advents for it if you wanted to. It's very cute. It's stranded. Lovely. Just a thought.
So you guys have homework.
Don't forget you need to vote. Yes, you need to vote on the names.
We'll put it in the description box below.
Correct.
And let us know what your preference of project for knitting. Shawl, tee, or fall sweater.
Yeah,
I would really like to know.
Like, are you going to knit now, preparing for the fall? Or maybe not everything, but maybe have something on your needles now that will be done in the fall.
I'm super psyched that we already have a spring tee on our needles.
I know. Very excited.
That is so
very
good.
Excited.
Dora, how do you spell the Carry cardigan? Kari. Kari by Natasja Hornby or Moonstruck. I think she's Moonstruck Mermaid.
Moonstruck Mermaid?
Thank you, Amy. Moonstruck Knits, Moonstruck Mermaid, I think, is on Ravelry, but Natasja Hornby. And Amy spelt it out for you. Thanks, Amy. Anyone have any questions for us before we sign off? We really appreciate you all joining us. This is so awesome. Week after week. I can't believe we've been really sticking to this, Pam.
I know.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, sticking to podcasting?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't really we've been very good.
We have been, if I do say so myself.
I mean, we're even getting closer to an on-time start.
Yes. We were so excited that we were on time today.
But we didn't post.
But we didn't post. That was the only thing. We didn't post and let you know. But probably we've been so regular that they probably almost expect it, right?
Fashionably late. All right. I guess that'll be it for today.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else, Dina.
Okay.
I think that's it.
We look forward to your comments below.
And we look forward to these ladies having a name.
Yes.
Next week.
I really am.
I will say, someone did say on the comments that the one I thought she was talking about this one, the forward one.
Who was the one that said busty?
Said she was what did she say? There was some comment about her. I think it was her bust.
So she was
comment about her bust. Yes.
We won't look that close.
Whatever.
Karen, my friend gave me a book for knitting in the round because I love what you guys make and I live in Australia. So it's just cooling down at last.
Good.
Fabulous. Deborah is saying, Pam, quick, show me your Be Back tea. I just got here.
Oh.
Stand up and turn around so they could see the back.
We're
going to get a twirl from Pam.
Hold on a second.
Summer tees and shawls. I prefer summer tees. Thank you for letting us know.
This is the front. Well, you can wear it either way. So this is the V, and that's not the V.
So this is what Pam was saying, that this is the round neck. And if you had this in the front, you're basically just getting stripes going across the front.
Whereas if you wear it in the front, I think this is more flattering now.
Right. I agree.
And,
but there is no right or wrong.
Right. What I did, color 1, color 2, color 3, color 2, color 1. So I did a 5-color fade with 3 colors. Dina's is right behind us. She did color 1, color 2, color 3, back to color 1. You could do whatever you want. It depends on the colors you have.
Right.
And as we were saying, Kimberly McLendon, she did hers with 1 color. And that was lovely too. And
I'm thinking about what t-shirt I'm going to cast on next.
Fingering weight yarn. I know. It's going to be the summer of teas. What are you going to make? You just said, I know what you're. Oh, we didn't talk about it.
What?
Did we print out the Pothos?
Oh, Pothos.
Pothos?
No, from Beth McDonald's.
Pothos. That's a lovely tea.
And did her new sweater come out yet? The horseshoe cable?
I don't think it's out yet.
It's not. She's been posting like crazy.
I know she was on Horseshoe Beach the other day in Bermuda. It was gorgeous.
She's so lucky to have that as her
I thought we were going to go down there for like a retreat.
We better send her an SOS.
I'm on that one.
Who's down for that? A retreat in Bermuda?
Who's down for a retreat to Bermuda?
Knitting retreat in the sand. I want to visit all the locations of the names of her projects.
Correct.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That could be one of the events. That could be one of the events. And what I love about
walking shoes.
What I love about Bermuda is the sand never gets hot down there. I don't know why, but it never gets hot.
Okay, hold on. We have some comments.
I bought her color. What does that say?
I bought her colors last year for V-Back Tea. I need to make Dina's too. Both are stunning. Aw, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Amy, I'm going on vacation and taking the Cocan yarn I ordered from you for a tea.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Very good.
Enjoy your trip, Amy, and happy knitting.
Summer teas and shawls. Cooling down.
They prefer summer teas.
Yeah, yeah. And summer shawls too. They're a nice summer shawls.
Yeah, for sure. There are always new ones popping up, so we'll just stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Take me with you. Take me too, Amy.
Where is she going?
She didn't say where she's going, but she's going on vacation.
That sounds nice.
Yes. Going to Israel.
Oh, nice.
Lucky
What is the weather like over there now?
It's spring. It's a beautiful time of year.
Nice, nice.
My mother-in-law is coming next Wednesday, Amy.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
For 3 weeks.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Your mother-in-law hasn't been here for a while.
A long time. The kids are just over the moon. They're super excited. I have to start shopping for Passover.
Oh, that's right. It's
Passover.
So
that we can cook up a storm.
That's right.
Yes.
Passover. Someone pointed out to us the other day that April 15th is Passover, Good Friday, and Tax Day. All in one day.
Triple whammy.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
Is that when my vacation starts? I think that's when next week is when my vacation starts from school. That week.
I don't think you're going to have off on. I think you're going to have off on Friday. There won't be school Friday, the day of Passover.
I'm not sure.
And Good Friday.
I don't know. I have to look. Well, you'd be surprised. They took away on Memorial Day, one of the Memorial Day days.
Really?
Yes, they did. They used to give us a 4-day weekend. Now we're down to a 3-day weekend. Of course, we're so greedy. Lucky to have any weekend, right?
Okay, anyway. Amy's saying she has a long flight. Yes, it is a long flight.
Where is she flying from? Where does she live?
I don't know, actually. But are you on a day flight or a night flight? I always find that the night flights I tend to sleep, so I'm not really knitting as much.
But Dina can sleep anyway.
You think so?
Oh, Dina.
Are you saying we spent too many nights together?
Just saying.
I'm a good sleeper.
Just saying you're a good sleeper.
Yeah. I like my
That's
sleep.
why it's good that if I'm not asleep, it doesn't bother you.
No. When I need to sleep, I sleep.
She
That's why I
sleeps.
can't knit at night. Anyway. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, from LA. Oh, my goodness.
How long does it take to get to?
My goodness.
Now, how do you go? Do you go this way or that way?
I think you fly across the states, right, Amy? I don't think you go the other way.
I have no idea. It's probably too long the other way.
You know what? I don't know. That's interesting.
How long is your flight?
I know from here it's like an 11 or 12-hour flight. I'm wondering if she has a 5.
Oh, from LA. I live in Arizona. So it's a day flight. It's a day flight, she's saying.
Oh, you know what?
Wow.
Actually, I envy you because that's a lot of knitting time. I always tell
Are you
my
taking?
husband,
Are you taking more than one project? What is the project she's taking? The
Kokon.
The Kokon?
Yes.
What Kokon?
She said she got Kokon yarn.
To make that. To make the Casapinkas? What is she making?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she just ordered that. She hasn't gotten it. I'm
13 and a half hours. Wow.
So wait, Amy, are you going straight from, if it's 13 and a half, I'm wondering.
Well, how long does it takes you like 6 hours, doesn't it?
No, it's like 11.
It takes you 11 hours?
Yeah, so she might not be going across the states. You're probably flying.
But it does make a difference. Like if I'm coming back from Arizona, it takes less time for me to get here than it did to go there.
Oh, so
maybe if she's going that way, there's a tailwind. It takes you 11 hours to get to Israel.
Maybe it's 10 and then 11 back. Yeah, it's a long flight, Pam.
Wow. So maybe it is. Maybe it is. It probably is. She's probably coming across the states. You have to let us know, Amy. We're interested.
Hello
Hi from Maryland. Yes, yes, yes. God bless. Well, you enjoy. I think you should take more than one project because you never know. If something happens, you break a needle.
God forbid.
Could be anything.
Drop a stitch. Don't drink.
Well, listen, hopefully you'll have a fabulous, safe trip. And you have to get to LA from Arizona too. That's another thing.
She said she thinks it doesn't go across the states.
Oh, she thinks it goes the other way. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Well, safe travels and
happy knitting.
Yes.
May you accomplish much knitting while you're gone.
Hello, New Hampshire. Well, we're just about to sign off. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget, go below, leave your comment on which
set of names you like.
Set of names. You can't say it's not a fivesome. It's I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a fivesome.
A quintuplet. It's a quint.
It's a quint something.
The quintets.
There you go.
The yarnettes.
Yes, they'll be the yarnettes.
All right, everyone. Thanks again. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.
See you next Monday.
Bye.